Today's débat, the Honourable Parliament Secretary, the Minister of Emergency Management and Resilience.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, and I'll be sharing my time with the member for Willowdale. First of all, Mr. Chair, I would say that this debate tonight boils down for me to four simple questions. One, are Canadians safer? Is Canada safer if Iran is denied the opportunity to possess nuclear weapons? To me, the answer is a very clear yes. Number two, is Canada better? Are Canadians better off? Is the world better off? Are the Iranian people better off if this regime disappears? The answer is yes. Number three, is there some kind of precedent, some kind of horrible precedent being created internationally that is bad for Canada as a result of the action to stop the Iranian regime from getting nuclear weapons? My answer to that is no, and I will explain to you why, Mr. Speaker, because this Iranian regime not only massacres their own citizens, not only destroys the rights of Iranians in Iran, but this regime foments terrorism across the Middle East, across the world, and kills people in other countries for terrorist purposes. So, Mr. Speaker, I think this regime can be distinguished from literally every other regime in the world, and the danger of this regime acquiring nuclear weapons differentiated from any other regime in the world. And number four, what should Canada do as a result? We're not involved in the conflict. Our troops aren't there. What are our baseline requirements? Mr. Speaker, to me, our baseline requirements are twofold. Number one, bring home Canadian citizens and permanent residents from the Middle East. Whoever wants to come home, we need to help them get home. Number two, we need to protect Iranian Canadians, Jewish Canadians, and all Canadians from this regime. We need to make sure that people in Canada are safe. We have already seen this regime take actions in our own country that have put Canadians in danger, and Iranian Canadians have the right to live in Canada not in fear of this regime. Jewish Canadians have the right to live in Canada not in fear of their synagogue being shot because of this regime hiring gangs in Canada. So to me, Mr. Speaker, that is the baseline requirement. Now, what has this Iranian regime done worldwide? Well, in 2024 in July, I was in Argentina. I was in Argentina for the 30th anniversary of the worst terrorist attack in Argentinian history, the bombing of the AMIA, the Jewish community offices in Argentina. The Argentinian judicial system has found that those responsible were the Iranian regime. Not only were they responsible for the bombing of the AMIA that killed 85 people and wounded 300, they were also responsible for the bombing of the Israeli embassy in Argentina in 1992. But, Mr. Speaker, that's not all. Recently, Australia has discovered that the Iranian surprise, surprise regime was responsible for the firebombing and fire that took place at a synagogue in Sydney. This weekend, Mr. Speaker, our British allies in the UK arrested 4 spies of the Iranian regime that were in the UK that are now alleged to have been spying on the Jewish community in the UK, putting them in danger. This is unacceptable behavior for any regime. Anyone who bemoans that this regime will not have nuclear bombs, I don't know what they're thinking, and anyone who wants this regime to stay in power, I don't know what they're thinking, because my Iranian community in my riding has made it very clear to me, and Iranian Canadians across the country that I've talked to have made it very clear to me that they want this regime gone, and they support actions to get rid of this regime. Of course, as the member for Thornhill said, the Iranian people need to choose the next leadership of Iran. But that doesn't mean that this regime is something that anyone wants to remain in power, because they're dangerous to their own people, they're dangerous to the world, they're dangerous to Canadians especially, which is our primary priority. And I would like to end off, Mr. Speaker, by saying one thing. Over the last week, we've continued a successive wave of anti-Semitic incidents in Canada that started on October 7th and just has never ended. 3 synagogues were shot at in Toronto. And everyone stood there. My colleague from St. Paul who's sitting next to me was there. I know my colleague from Eglinton Lawrence, who was one of the synagogues was in riding, would have wanted to be there. This cannot continue. Everyone stood there and said the governments at all levels, the federal government, the provincial government, the municipal government, police at all levels, the municipal police that have jurisdiction, the OPP, the RCMP, everyone needs to protect Jewish Canadians, and I would add everyone needs to protect Iranian Canadians, and everyone needs to protect all Canadians. That has to be our #1 priority as a country. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Questions and comments, sir.